Hello, and let's carry on with our Rave I'Ching reading. And today I'm reading about third lines, and yes, that's the line that you can see as a number after the dot in your gate. So, for example, you can have a gate 24, and then you're going to have 24.1, 24.2, 24.3. So these lines, they particularly mean the roles that you play. So we keep going with our Rave I'Ching line companion and third lines in your gates, but as well it gives you the understanding also about the lines in the profile. We have seen the foundation, the introspection. We have seen that you get the first floor and you have windows and you immediately have projections. So here we talk about the first line and the second line. When you get to the ceiling of the first floor, you get to the end of the trigram. The first trigram is a first, second, and a third line. That's the lines that represent the personal karma. A trigram itself is complete. By the time you go to the first, from the first to the third line, you are in the end of the process. It is the completion of that process. The third line is both the first, the second line together at another level. This is about adaptation. This is the keynote to this line, the capacity to be able to adapt. There is a level of introspection and projection in that. The two of them together allow for the foundation to be established and refined until, through projection, they see that adaptation is necessary. In order to meet other side of a channel, the first step is the ability to adapt. Third lines are very adaptive. What that tells you is that the first and the second lines have difficulties in relationships because the first line wants to be introspective and the second line just wants to project. Only the third lines begin the process of saying, aha, not only is there a gate and the other end of the channel, but that gate will affect me. I can't just be the prima donna. Where am I going to get my 29 energy at the other end? There is something at work here in which I will have to adapt to the forces on the other side. This is the beginning of the adaptation process. Here we have a transition from the first two lines, which are instinctive and tribal by nature, to be individual awareness frequency. We come to the keynote of intuition, and we have the intuition for partnership or dependency. The third line, wave of emotions, is a bond made and broken. This is not stable. Third lines are not stable. They can get into things and get out. They adapt. Adaptation in and for itself is all about having an intuition for who can be the partner or who is going to be dependent, what kind of adaptability will have to take place. Hope it was useful to all the third lines, and for those who are trying to understand the process in their gates, there is a third line in that gate that you have.